there anything that we... I really want to take a break, but we have work to do. Still, it's kind of sad to see so many empty benches. Kind of like if you threw a party and nobody came. Okay, we looked at it again. This is the path that goes to Studio 2. A mascot's head fell right on the path on the day of the murder. The path was completely blocked between 2 and 4. See, there's a clock and a speaker on the monkey's head. It would usually tell the time by ooking. The clock is stopped at 2:15 now. Yeah, we've seen Studio 1. Alright, so is there gonna be anything in here? I don't think so, but suddenly everything wants to respond to stuff again. Perfectly normal stepladder. I've never actually used one. I don't like heights. I'm a firm believer that humankind was made to keep both feet on the ground. A classic director's chair. I'm surprised they don't have an extra large one for Mr. Manella. Panel for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting board or something. I'll get to look at it again because Maya's not with us yet. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected the spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. Didn't die here. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Okay, but then we're letting I can... A collection of expensive film equipment. I can't even begin to imagine how much just one of these costs. If we broke one, we'd go bankrupt for sure. A stage backdrop. This is Neo Fujiyama, according to Maya. It looks incredibly fake, but I guess the kids don't mind. Alright. Bark. Where would we find... Right, all things change. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. It looks like it'd run fine. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Or they... yeah. This. Nameless flowers bloom in solitude. They probably have a proper name, but it is not for me to know. Not now, nor ever till the end of my days. I need a vacation. The door is unlocked. We could probably just walk right in. Yeah, we could. Fine. Is she in here? No, she's not. Oh, hold on. Maybe I can grab a thing to give to her? We already looked at that. Another old movie poster. The Singing Samurai starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? It's a samurai musical set in ancient Japan. Samurai musical? Is that even a genre? Well, I'm impressed. You know your stuff, Mia. Oh, Maya's the real fan. I just picked a little up. Samurai Summer starring Jack Hammer. This poster looks like it's been hanging here for years. This is one of Maya's favorite movies. Maybe we should replace the poster in the office with this one. That'd be kind of sad. Oh, we looked at that one. That didn't change. Okay. Alright, is there anything else here that is... Almost drink. No good being here. No good being out there. So what can I give her? She doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't respond to that. Yeah. Key. Yeah, we told her about that. What about the other one? Hey, that's a card. Studio 1? Right, a card key to Studio 1. I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit. He died. I was his fan. You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag? Studio 1 isn't my turf. You'll let me borrow it then. If I give her the card key, I won't be able to get into Studio 1. We will lend it to her, because we're done there, I think. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. Card key lent to Miss Oldbag. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal? What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card? That sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him, though. Thank you. I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about. Right, Steel Samurai card. This one's in the court record, unlike the... Right, I'm off. There she goes, hobbling off towards the studio. Okay. Find the boy. Present his cartas. Cody, this look familiar? Hey, but you are? You are? Huh? You are, you know, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this if you help me. But it's my card. By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. What do they teach the kids in school these days? Quantum physics? Whatever, I don't need that card. Huh? I got a double. Just keep it, it's yours. What? After I went through all that trouble? If you want to trade, find me a really rare card. Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. Premium? Rare? Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? Okay. Well, I don't think there's gonna be any finding anything like that. More of the snacks are gone. There's a box of snacks on the table and some cans of soda. They're all empty. I'm glad Maya isn't here to see this. She'd be devastated. Sorry, what was that about Maya? Oh, nothing. Okay. We go out again. There are not going to be any ultra rare cards anywhere just floating around, I'm sure. Probably have to... Let's give it a shot, just in case. Oh, I can't even select Studio 1 anymore. Okay. Alright, let's try going back. Well, on closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. Yeah, we heard. October 18, Studio 2 trailer. Oh, hi. Well, what brings you here? Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff. Yes? The, girl with you. Doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before? Nope, she's the same as always. Same as always. Okay, whatever you say. Alright, what you got to say? Have you seen that boy since then? Nope. You missed it, though. The security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end, and boy was she mad. Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing? We saw them. How's the old windbag doing? She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fist back at the guard station. Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer? Yes, it's really a terrible loss for the studios. But his popularity had been waning recently, right? That's true. And again, after what happened. After what happened? You mean you don't know about Hammer? Oh, what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. What happened? Wait, now you have to tell me. What happened with Hammer? I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you. Uh-oh, why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? Mark! Tell me the things! An attorney! Sorry, I'm really not sure what that is. I can't ask her about that, can I? Oh. You know anything about trading cards? Do you know anything about this? Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set. A complete set? Yeah, a set of one of each card. Ah. Wait! That's it! That's the card I need! You don't know how long I've been looking for! I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am, I need that card. Please, I beg you, please trade with me. Trade with you? Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra-rare premium card. Trade me a... Huh? Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra-rare. Please. Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? What's everybody getting so excited for? Yes, trade. Okay. Really? Thanks. Then this is for you. Oop card. Ultra rare premium. Yahoo! And there she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, it does. Alright. Back to the boy. I will eventually learn where things are on the list. See this card? Yeah, so... Wait, that's it! That's the last ultra rare premium card I need! Come on, give it to me, please! You gotta give it to me! Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay, how about a trade? You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw an evil magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I want information. You sure? Fine by me. Good card given to Cody. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. Why do you keep coming to that? Okay, Steel Samurai. So, you like the Steel Samurai? He's so cool. I guess. You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions and his life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Oh, me? Yeah, I love the Steel Samurai. So, tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is. Go with it. Acting! I don't know. Well, I've never even seen a full episode of that dumb show. Actually, I'm kind of a fan of Will Powers. Ruth, it's totally hardcore. You're calling me hardcore? So, what did you like about him? Don't tell me I have to keep this act up. Oh, tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is. Fighting skills? Got to think of something. I like it when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, with them! The Steel Samurai always wins, always. Check this out, it's my fan album. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. A good everyday performance? Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public? I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wham! I got them all, I never miss one. A perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera. Wow, that's pretty impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, JD, I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name, wanna hear it? The Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins, always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took these with the digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well, then I'm happy to accept, thank you. Path to Glory received. Contains photos of every victory scene in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What life? You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody. Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. Hey, I saw everything. Well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. Saw. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2 o'clock. I had to come in through the woods out back so that old lady wouldn't see me. I got kind of lost, so I was in there for maybe a half hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that. I see. It must have been hard for you. Man, you say there's nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart. Right. Mia? Yes? I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So, the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers. No? I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal. I heard everything. This boy here's a key witness. And he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You've got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct. No, I ain't going. Ah. That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. Now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we gonna do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa! Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? I do. Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. Yes, there were too many shenanigans. Sleeping pills. Alright, okay. We will hit the save. And that will be all that we do for today, because it is getting to the end of our time. Well... Yeah, we need some food. Alright. Alright, we'll be back again with another stream on Monday. It'll be this guy at 5 again. And then we'll be back with this on Tuesday, unless more other shenanigans happen. I thank you all for spending time with me. I hope that you all have a great day out there.